Hey everyone, Aaron here from MTGChallengers, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering gameplay. For today's match, we have me playing Azorius Devotion going up against Matthew playing Orzhov Midrange. We both kept our opening 7 and Matthew was on the play. He just played a Mutavault and passed for his first turn. I played an Azorius Guildgate which came into play tapped and passed it back. Matthew played a second Mutavault. He then animated and attacked with his first one for 2 damage, taking me to 18. I played a Plains and cast a Precinct Captain. Matthew just played a Swamp and passed. I played a Temple of Enlightenment and took a look at the top card of my library. I chose to send it to the bottom. I then swung with my Captain. Matthew cast a Devour Flesh in response, forcing me to sacrifice it. I did gain 2 life, going back up to 20. Matthew played a Godless Shrine tapped and cast a Pack Rat. I just played a Hallowed Fountain tapped and passed it back. Matthew played a third Mutavault and cast a second Pack Rat. He then animated all 3 of his Mutavaults and swung with his first rat. Since the Mutavaults had all creature types, this made the rat a 5/5. I cast an Azorius Charm in response, putting the rat on top of his library. I laid down a Plains and cast an Archangel of Thune. Matthew drew and recast his Pack Rat. He then animated all 3 Mutavaults again and swung for 5 with a rat. I chose to take the damage, going to 15. For my turn, I played a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. I then tapped out for an Elspeth Sun's Champion. I used her +1 ability, getting 3 1/1 soldiers. I then swung with my Angel for 3, taking Matthew to 17, and I gained 3, going to 18. The life gain allowed me to put a +1/+1 counter on each of my creatures. On his next turn, Matthew pitched a Swamp to make a copy of Pack Rat. He then killed my Angel with a Hero's Downfall. For combat, he swung 2 of his rats at Elspeth for a total of 6 damage. I chose to chump a rat with one of my soldiers and Elspeth took 3 damage, going to 2 loyalty. I played another Temple of Enlightenment on my next turn and chose to send the top card to the bottom. I got 3 more soldiers with Elspeth and passed the turn back. Matthew cast a Thoughtseize on his next turn. I revealed an Angel of Serenity and 2 Sphinx's Revelations. He chose to get rid of the Angel and lost 2 life, going to 15. For combat, he animated all 3 of his Mutavaults, turning them into rats. He then swung with his 3 Pack Rats for a total of 18 damage. I chumped each of them with my 3 1/1 soldiers and Matthew passed the turn. I played another Plains and got 3 more soldiers. I then swung with the 2 soldiers that had counters on them. Matthew took 4, going to 11. On his next turn, he killed Elspeth with a Hero's Downfall. He then animated his Mutavaults again and swung with his rats. I just blocked them with my 1/1s again. At the end of the turn, I cast a Sphinx's Revelation for 5, drawing myself 5 cards and going up to 23. I played a Hallowed Fountain tapped. I then cast an Angel of Serenity, exiling all of the Pack Rats. I swung for another 4 with my soldiers, taking Matthew to 7. Matthew just drew and passed for his next turn. I cast a Heliod God of the Sun, followed by a Boros Reckoner, making it a creature. I then swung with my soldiers an Angel for 9. Matthew animated and blocked the soldiers with 2 of his Mutavaults, killing all of the creatures. He had to take the 5 from the Angel, going to 2. He didn't draw anything to stay alive, so he scooped it up, giving me the win and taking us to game 2. So that's it for this gameplay. Be sure to check out our others. To see the exact lists for these decks, check out our deck techs, and also be sure to like our Facebook page for behind-the-scenes information regarding upcoming decks, matchups, and other projects. Thanks for visiting, and if you like what you see, subscribe for more Magic the Gathering content.